to think about your mom. Everything she's taught you, the love that she's shown you, taking care of you when you're sick, holding you when you're sad, and even bringing your lunch to school when you forgot it, yelling out the car window, "I'm not doing this for you next time," only for her to save you the next time you mess up. Now think about what it would be like if you didn't have this. Not only from this point forward, but from as far back as you can remember, as if you never knew her. But this is what my whole life has been like. My mom passed away when I was young, before I was able to retain any memory of how she looked or talked. I have photos and a couple short videos, but that's about it. Pretty crazy, huh? My purpose of this isn't to make anyone feel sad for me or pity me. My purpose is to give everyone a better understanding of what my normal is and how I've become who I am today. After my mom passed, my dad floated in and out of relationships, trying to find someone who could take good care of us. During this time, my dad watched me as much as he could for a man who just lost his wife in a freak accident. Other times, I was passed from my grandparents to my dad's two older sisters who didn't have kids of their own at the time. Even now, my two aunts talk about how much they loved getting to babysit me all the time and feed me prunes. A little time passed until my dad got remarried, only for it to not work out. I was about 8 or 9 when he split up with my ex-stepmom, Katie. And pretty soon thereafter, my life went from what most would consider normal to a little girl who really quickly learned how to take care of herself. When my dad would leave town, I would stay with Katie, and when he was able to stay at home with me, I stayed at his house. Pretty soon, I got to the age where I was able to stay at home for a few hours after school until he got home from work. I love my dad more than anything in the world, and I wanted to be with him all the time. So this is when I decided it was best for me to live with him full time. This is a point in my life where I started to learn what it means to be independent. Cooking your own meals, doing your own laundry, making sure I got to school on time, and even taking responsibility when I left my lunch at home. Because I didn't grow up with a permanent maternal figure in my life, I learned to solve issues on my own and take care of myself. Yes, my dad has always taken care of me when I needed him, and even today. But for a young lady and a teenager, it's not the same as having your mom around. Being independent is something I'm really proud of. There aren't very many 20-year-olds who are as independent from their parents as I am, and that's okay. I learned to communicate with people my age differently because I had to basically teach myself. I look at a lot of things differently than most do because I did have such a unique childhood. Being independent is sometimes hard and not very fun, but I wouldn't be who I am or where I am today without these events or my family. I appreciate the smaller things more because I know not everyone has the opportunities that I have been blessed with. Because I went through difficult trials when I was younger, I matured faster than most people my age, which prepared me to be on my own. Along with this, it taught me how to choose to treat others with love and respect, even when that is not what I'm feeling. When I disagree with someone's words or actions, I remember I don't know their backstory, just as they don't know mine. We as humans don't get to pick the life we are born into, but we do get to pick how to make the best of what we are given and treat others with kindness and compassion. Being independent affects my view of the world by allowing me to see the bigger picture and not worry so much about the smaller bumps in the road because no road is perfectly smooth.